Stop 27 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to New Hampshire International Speedway for the running of the Sylvania 300. On the pole for the race in the number 2 Miller Junior Drive Dodge, Alexander Dawson. And alongside him, Dylan Poteet, still trying to get his season turned around. He's got 10 races in the season. I don't know. Definitely one of the most frustrated drivers of the season. Row 2 has John Dawson with 7 and the 43 of Dominic Jarvis. Row 3 has the 27 of Lisa Shears and the 99 of Wes Riddle, two-time winner this season. Row 4 has Richmond winner John Dawson and Matthew Rodriguez in the 8. And row 5 has the 22 of Eric Matthews and the 14 of Trent Dunham. Should be some good racing here today as Alexander Dawson will lead him down. He has not won since Season 2 at Michigan Speedway in June. See if he can break that streak finally here in Season 4. The green flag waves. Look at the jump that Alexander Dawson got. But Dylan Poteet closing right up in the 94 car. Dylan's thinking if he can't finish in the top 10 in the points this season, he at least wants a win. We've been beating that dead horse many times this season, but sometimes you gotta face facts. Alexander Dawson leads the field. He has the first lap led of the race. Dylan Poteet closing in on the second position now. John Acosta in third. John looking for his first win in the series. He's come close a few times, and the field slowing down. We're under caution. Earl Jarvis in the 21, it looks like, is the cause of the caution. Indeed he is. Oh, there may have been some wrecking going on back there, probably. No, there wasn't. But I did see the 4 car of Ryan Acosta get damaged up. Some. Yeah, him and... yeah, Russ Batson got spun in the 88 car, looks like. There might have been a hit up ahead. Obviously, I think it may have been the 31 car of Dougie Shears in the... yeah, he gets turned by the 25 car of Michael Flanagan. Dougie gets spun. He hits the wall a ton. Then that caused the Russ Batson, Ryan Acosta, and all that gang to pile up behind. Now, Acosta and Doobie and Mike Doobie, Earl Jarvis, and Keith Batson's going to pull away and drive away from this whole thing. That was until turn 3 came. And then Doobie and Batson go up the racetrack. Jarvis, yeah, Mike Doobie and Keith Batson touched. Mike Doobie hits the wall. Lloyd, look at Keith Batson. He went up. He had his rear wheels up in the air. Earl Jarvis then spins in the whole deal. And then that was all she wrote. And Alexander Dawson, by the way, won the race back to the line. And we're under caution. Now you know what I know. So Alexander Dawson has the lead. Dylan Poteet runs in second. John Acosta, Lisa Shears, and John Dawson, the top 5 in the race. The lights in the pace car are still on. No, it's off now. We will have 5 down in the books when we get this race under green flag conditions. We'll have 25 laps remaining in this race. And the green flag about to wave once again, and here we go again. Alexander Dawson out front. Dylan Poteet runs in second position. Third is the 7 car of John Acosta. who now dives the inside of Dylan Poteet with Lisa Shears as well in the 27. Lisa Shears almost pulled off the victory at Richmond, and then John Dawson just got a better restart than she did on the final on the restart with 3 laps to go, and that cost Lisa the lead in the race. She almost came right back at the yellow flag and then got John, but almost did. But heartbreak for Lisa. 4 wide in turn 2. John Dawson puts Dominic Jarvis in the wall. And John Dawson has a flat tire, so he went up the track big time. Now Jarvis is going to go up the track. He hits the wall, and oh, Dalton Day spins. Here we go. Mike Becker, Robbie Hardy, Alexandra Jones, Sasha Dawson, Randy Carpenter's in it, Jeremy Doobie's in it, Justin Acosta is in it. I can say this for Mike Becker and Dalton Day: if it rains, it pours for them. This, and same with Keith Batson. This season has not been going well. Alexandra Jones, has slumped the whole summer. She was second in points for most of the season. Watch Mike Becker. He's going to put Dalton Day into the wall. Morgan Carpenter bulldozes Mike Becker. Field goal, 3 points. Morgan Carpenter barely escaped that one. John Dawson barely did too. Then look at, they just all wadding him up down through there. Dougie Shears is in it. Josh Osborne, he spins around. Red Bell got a little damage off that crash. Sasha Dawson, she nailed Mike Becker big time on her car. And almost got spun out again. Several cars taking a field goal route, almost about like a football game field goal, just about. Mike Becker's has had a tough season. I'd say he is about ready to quit this team, just about. I don't know how many DNFs this makes for Mike Becker and Dalton. Yeah, Ann Batson's got problems. She's out of the race. Retired. Apparently, Ann got a piece of that crash too. Lights in the pace car still on. It is Alexander Dawson the leader of the race. Then Lisa Shears, John Acosta, Dylan Poteet, and Eric Matthews the top 5. Then Matthew Rodriguez, Zed Weinstein, Wes Riddle, Dominic Jarvis, and Jacob Rodriguez the top 10 in this race. Back to green flag racing here in New Hampshire. Alexander Dawson leads the race, but look at Lisa Shears. Lisa sticks to the nose of her Castrol GTX 27 to the inside. Woohoo! Her and Alexander about touched coming out of the second turn. Maybe a little side draft perhaps for Lisa, but nevertheless it's going to give Lisa Shears the lead here at New Hampshire. And Alexander Dawson up the track. He hits the wall and bottlenecked up the entire field. Dylan Poteet shoving Alexander the whole time. And now look at Dylan go up the track. And look at Dylan lose spots. Like usual for him. I can state one true fact for Dylan Poteet. His crew has worked so hard the whole season trying to get Dylan back up in the points, trying to get him back in the championship contention at least. And there's he hits the wall right there. But it's been all for naught for Dylan so far this year, and they got problems apparently, obviously. Yellow flag out again. I believe the cause of it was Josh Osborne in the 52 car. That car has not boded well for him this season. And there's what happened right there up in front, right there. It was John Dawson and Michael Dawson. Here we go again. The Dawson fight, Chapter 2. John Dawson runs Michael into the wall. Michael spins John. Josh Osborne gets in it. Michael Flanagan barely. Dougie Shears gets hit big time. And if John and Michael Dawson didn't have any words at Bristol then, I'd say they're going to have more of the same at New Hampshire. That's twice now Michael and John has gotten into each other. And if you saw the fight transcript at Bristol, it was not pretty at all. And I mean, as a matter of fact, they had several of their fellow drivers from the Mountain Dew Racing Series try to stop the fight. Dylan Poteet, Trent Dunham, Red Bell, and Sasha Dawson, that's the name of several of them, tried to stop the fight. And the fight kept going on in the garage area at Bristol. Lucky for those two, they didn't get fined at all, but they got doggone close to it. I know that didn't happen in real time, it's just in fantasy land, okay? Anyway. Lisa Shears out in front as we're about to get one lap away from green flag racing here at New Hampshire International Speedway. In fact, we're back to green flag. Lisa Shears is out in front with John Dawson second, Alexander Dawson third. And here we go again at the Sylvania 300. John Dawson sticks to nose with his fourth to the inside of Lisa Chevrolet. Lisa pulls away just a little bit. Now she's got a full car-length lead on John Dawson. But John's got the bite to the inside. In fact, Lisa's car got loose in through the first and second turns now. Or the third and fourth turns. Lisa smacks the wall and John Dawson goes to the front. Or John Acosta, excuse me. Now, I keep saying John Dawson. It's actually John Acosta in the 7 car, part of Team Acosta. Zed Weinstein moving his way nicely. He's up to the third spot now. Eric Matthews in the second. Then Lisa Shears drops to fourth, and Dylan Poteet in the fifth position now. Oh! Alexander Dawson hit the wall and almost spun Matthew Rodriguez. 3 wide in the third and fourth turns now, in the first and second turns now. Jacob Rodriguez is the meat and the sandwich there between Alexander Dawson and Levi Shones. And boy, Alexander Dawson just can't keep this car off the wall. Zed Weinstein, by the way, the defending champion of this race here at New Hampshire, the Sylvania 300 is what I'm talking about. Eric Matthews, he's yet to win in this series. So is John Acosta in the 7. (22 of 30 laps completed, 8 laps remaining here at New Hampshire. Does anybody have anything for John Acosta? John Acosta about to have 7 laps remaining in this race for car number 7. They're trying to take the number 7 Xerox Ford to victory lane, the Alan Quickie paint scheme for 1989. And whoa, Zed Weinstein got Eric Matthews loose in the third and fourth turns now. Eric smacks the wall just a bit, and that time by a hair. Zed Weinstein got second. He's going to take second from Eric Matthews as they go down for now 5.5 laps in the race. But Eric Matthews ain't giving up, and those two keep battling back there. That's going to blow their chances of going for a win. The side-by-side racing may be all but good. But your leaders out there run single file and pulling away. Whoa! Zed Weinstein and Eric Matthews touched wheels coming out of second turn. Oh my God, Alex Tanker. What happened to him? Oh, there's the answer. Oh my God. Sputtering spark plugs. I mean, look at this. Alex Tanker on the inside of the slow car of Justin Baxter. Justin's going to blatantly hit Alexander. And oh, here comes Alex Tanker. Watch this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 'Oh my gosh, Alex Tanker, 12 times he flipped on the front stretch in New Hampshire, and it ends up with half the car hanging over the pit wall on pit road, smoking very, very bad. Worst crash I've ever seen in New Hampshire, without question, in this series. Alex Tanker was running 25th when all this happened. Let's go on board with Alex. Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. This is not going to be a pretty ride. Can't see nothing now because of blinded by smoke. Big time. Alex Tanker was blinded big time by smoke. John Acosta has the lead. I don't know if we're going to get this race restarted. Yeah, we are. The white lights of the race car are off. We're going to have a one-lap dash to the checkered flag here at New Hampshire. John Acosta out in front. In the second is Eric Matthews. Then Zed Weinstein, Lisa Shears, Dylan Poteet. Who will it be? At New Hampshire, one lap dash to checkers at the Sylvania 300. Sometimes you can build a hype up sometimes, but a lot of times the anticipation is better than what actually happens, but we'll see. John Acosta looking for his first ever win. So is Eric Matthews. The green and white flag waves were underway. One lap remaining at New Hampshire. And here we go. Both cars got a better start. Here comes Eric Matthews. 6-0's that. 4 to the inside. John Acosta throws the block. Eric Matthews has got one more shot in the third and fourth turns now. Eric dives, tried the inside. He went in that corner a little bit too hot. He tries to close right back in on John Acosta, but it's not going to work. John Acosta gets his first Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. He has taken home the Sylvania 300. Three members of Team Acosta has won this season. Just a great day for Team Acosta. John's first ever victory in the series. Average speed 77.033. John Acosta the winner. Eric Matthews, Zed Weinstein, Lisa Shears, Dylan Poteet, Trent Dunham finishes 6th. Matthew Rodriguez, Wes Riddle, Levi Shones is best in a long time, 18th in 9th position. Dominic Jarvis in 10th, and Michael Flanagan, Jacob Rodriguez, Alexander Dawson, Mike Doobie, and Russ Batts in the top 15. Then there's wrestler wrangler Morgan Carper, 17th in this race. And then comes... And then... Actually, all four members of Team Acosta's won. Actually, here, Ryan's won, Justin's won, Jasmine's won, and now John's won. So All 4 members of Team Acosta winners in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Very, very cool. And there's the rest of the finishing order right there. Mike Becker, 32nd. Dalton Day, 35th. In fact, the attrition list goes from 26th on down to 41st. Alex Tanker with a crash. Johnny Gardner with a crash. Josh Osborne. Justin Perry, Ryan Cooper, and Dougie Shears all with a crash. Mike Becker with a fuel leak problem. There's going to be some serious close corners in that Mellow Yellow Canada. There's going to be any more guys working with that car. Say Mike Becker's fired a lot of his crewmen this season. John Dawson and Keith Batson with a crash. Dalton Day with no fuel in his car. Obviously a fuel starvation problem for Dalton Day. Then Alexander Jones with a crash. Jeremy Doobie with a crash. Saucer Dawson. Jasmine Acosta, Ann Batson, and Randy Carpenter with a crash. But the winner today, John Acosta, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, in victory lane here today at New Hampshire. And what did that do in the points? Morgan Carper still has the lead, but she is looking in her rearview mirror big time. 21-point lead now over Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob could win a championship without winning a race, possibly. It's never happened before in this series. Jasmine Acosta is 3rd in the points right now, and then Russ Batson, Eric Matthews, then Lisa Shears, Ryan Acosta, Mike Doobie, Alexandra Jones, and Aaron Williams, the top 10. On down to Dominic Jarvis in 20th position. Trent Dunham up to 16th in the points right now. He is making a splash in the top 20 right now. Finally, a good run so far for Trent in the points chase. Taking a while for that AJ Foyt team to gel, but Johnny Gardner in 21st position right now in the points. Dylan Pote back up to 25th. Wonder how long that's going to last. On down to Randy Carpenter in 41st position. Dover Downs is next for the running of the AAA 400.